Johnny Pittsburgh here. Welcome to another Pittsburgh whiteboard lesson. Today's lesson is part 2 of classic Kennywood rides. Let's jump right in. Coming in at number 10, the flying carpet. This was one of my favorite rides as I got older because everything stayed parallel. No matter what happened, that carpet went up, it went back, it stopped, it came back. Yeah, you got a little tingling in your stomach, but guess what? You weren't twisting like the salt and pepper shaker. You sat in your seat, and that's the same position you had the entire ride. Number 9, the Gold Rusher. It was right by the entrance to the Thunderbolt. Nice, easy pace. All of a sudden, the spider comes out of the ceiling and scares the crap out of you. I think it made a noise, a big hissing noise like a cat. Coming in at number 8, the Kangaroo. Everyone can get on the Kangaroo. Grandma and grandpa can take the grandkids, mom and dad can get on. It had that little teeny ramp with one wheel, and then you drop down. Number 7, Music Express. It was like the Barren Curve. You just went around, but you were going fast. You always made sure you ran faster than your friends to get the inside seat, so you weren't the one on the outside getting your rib cage smashed because 4 of your friends are all smashed up. Number 6, as far as I can remember, had 3 name changes, maybe 4 or 5. I remember when it was called the Haunted Hideaway, then it became the Old Mill, or it was originally the Old Mill and Haunted Hideaway, and then it became Garfield's Nightmare. It was just so relaxing. You sat in this old boat canoe thing, kind of banged up against the walls, lightly meandered along this water path. In fact, as a teenager, you went on a Haunted Hideaway to try to get your first kiss, right? Number 5, the Raging Rapids. Now, if you love the log jammer, you love the Raging Rapids, right? The perfect ride on a hot Pittsburgh 90+ heat, high humidity day. Now the only problem is you were soaking wet getting off the Raging Rapids. It had waterfalls and people were grabbing water inside the tube thing and splashing. So if you had a white shirt on, you're out of luck. Number 4, not technically a ride, but it was a game that was iconic. Right next to the racer, hillbilly shooting gallery. We would sit there for hours and play this game with our little shotgun. And they had this animatronic of the guy playing the piano, this old cowboy who would like come up and go back down. They had this owl there that would kind of like flap its wings. Number 3, the Turnpike and Grand Prix. I combine these two because they're very similar type of rides. The Turnpike, you always felt like a grown-up. You know, you didn't have your license. You might have been with your mom or dad who probably had a couple cocktails in the pavilion, so you were driving. And the goal was to not hit that little metal steel barrier in the middle, right? Because if Dad was driving without that barrier, he probably would have crashed on the Turnpike at Kennywood. But coming in at number 2 is Noah's Ark, which again is more of an experience. Saw the elephant, the big wheel's mouth, the floors that would go up and down, the turning, spinning wheel that you're feeling on dark walls. Coming in at number 1, the Barren Curve. Speed, speed, and more speed. You see the backdrop, the logo at night with the bright lights, and you felt like you were in Norway and Switzerland in some winter wonderland. And somebody knows the answer. Is the Barren Curve the fastest ride ever at Kennywood? I think so. It felt like it to me.